Let me just preface our little intro with this, because a lot of true NBA hoopheads out there are probably calling this comparison blasphemous, because how dare anybody compare anybody to Kobe other than the great Michael Jordan? But in some episodes, too, it's not about who's better. Essentially, we are here because we're asking ourselves which player today is most like Kobe Bryant. And I think people, if they put it into that perspective, they'll understand where we're coming from. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah,
yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's start with Ben.
I think with Kobe, you think winning in 7 finals appearances. So what you just said, there's a lot of young guards that you could compare to Kobe, but part of Kobe's pedigree is the finals appearances, the championships through different iterations, through different decades. He didn't win the chip yet, but he is the guy most similar skill-wise that has been making NBA finals.
Yeah, good point. Lucas, what about you?
Look, for me, it goes to why we're comparing them is focused primarily on how they step up during the playoffs. These two guys in more recent NBA history take their game to another level and take their team to another level during the playoffs and outperform what's expected during the regular season.
And Maurice?
I think mentally, they're both the strongest, toughest players that we've seen in a long time. You see that in the playoffs every single year where he can, by sheer will, carry his team past what our expectations of that team would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, everything that you guys mentioned, I can agree with. I look at these players, and if you go back to the beginning of their careers, I think the one thing that's interesting to me is they both took a while to flourish. It's not like they came into the league like LeBron and just was handling business and doing things that people didn't expect. And as far as, I guess, mechanics, exceptional body control, both of these guys, and the mentality is one thing, but I would also add to that the intensity of their focus. When these guys are in a zone, don't go anywhere near them. Like, just don't.
Right.
Because you're going to feel their wrath, especially if you're a teammate in practice. And I'm sure